right, well, I'll tell you who else has opposed development, and that's the Australian Turf Club. They've rejected, Caleb, a $5 billion offer from the New South Wales state government to take over that property. They would have put 25,000 homes there. God knows we need more homes. The Turf Club could have built a new facility somewhere else. There was the opportunity to upgrade an existing one elsewhere, but they've declined the offer. They want Rosehill to remain as a racing venue. Good decision or bad decision?
Oh, as well they should. I mean, you get rid of these things, you never get them back, right? This is one of the premier racecourses in the country, right? It has some of the best races in the world, the Golden Slipper, etc. And the idea that you would, turf, pardon the pun, what is a great racetrack because Mr. Minns wants to put some houses on it, makes no sense to me. Let's be clear, this was not a proposal from the state government. It was an unsolicited proposal from the Australian Turf Club to the state government that they could put 20 or 25,000 odd houses on it and that the state government ought to chip in the money to make it happen. The state government said they were interested, but there was no contract there. So the members of the ATC were essentially asked today to sign a blank cheque for the club to go away and have negotiations with Mr. Minns to come to an agreement, which is probably about $5 billion, maybe, we were told. But who the hell would agree to that? There's plenty of space to put houses elsewhere. In fact, there was already a proposal on the table to put 10,000 residences next to the Rosehill Racecourse that required no touching of the racecourse whatsoever. So why don't they just do that? Why do they have to get rid of one of my great loves to put up more houses?
But this is just NIMBY logic that 2 seconds ago you were arguing against when it comes to Adelaide.
No.
But this is the exact same thing.
But we're talking about
young
the destruction
people
of
and
something.
Australians value homes in an acute housing crisis more than, I'm sorry, a few people value horse racing. That's not what the majority of people
value horse
appreciate.
racing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It is one of the biggest industries. It is one of the biggest employers in this country, horse racing.
And you know what happens if we don't have enough homes? You know what happens if we don't have enough homes?
Build them next door.
We suffer. But you could also build the racecourse next door. You could build the racecourse further out in Western Sydney. This is a silly argument.
You don't need to build another racecourse. You've already got the racecourse. And history has shown what happens when you sell racecourses. The SAJC in South Australia sold Cheltenham in 2007 for $85 million. And they said this will secure racing in Adelaide forever. We have an investment fund now that will make sure everything is hunky-dory. And it was never meant to go below $50 million. In their last annual report, the investment fund was down to $18.9 million. So in a matter of 15 years, they've nearly blown the whole lot, and then they'll be going begging for more money. This is what happens. They never spend it properly. Leave it as it is.
Unlike you, I couldn't care less about horse racing, but it's not the job of the Turf Club to help out the New South Wales government with their poor planning by giving up their property to create more houses. If we've got a housing shortage, it's not up to the Turf Club to save it on behalf of Chris Minns. He's the government. Organise a solution.
I'll just leave it on this. If racing was so profitable, why are they flogging off their assets?
Well, they're not
But
flogging off
let's move on.